Okay, so far we have seen some basic parts about this Docker, right? Like what is image, container, and few commands. Docker, pull, run, stop, pass. Like that, we have seen so many commands, right? Now, so far we have used the default. The images which were there already on the Docker Hub. Now let's try to create our own image. Let's try to create our own image. So here I have installed Docker, right? Images. So let me list the images. Okay, now daemon is not running. This. Okay, I started my daemon. Let me check for the images. So this hello world image or the CentOS image we have pulled from Docker Hub, and then using that image we have created the containers. Now today what we'll do is we'll try to create our own image. So to create our own image, as I said in last class, right, we need to create one Docker file. So the name of the file should be like this only, D capital and file, Docker file. So right, Docker file, D capital, only D should be capital. It should be same like this only, with the same name it should be. Okay, you cannot change it, you cannot create your own file. It should be Docker file. The name of the file should be Docker file, D capital, and no extension, without any extension. Right? Now, if you want to write a Docker file, you cannot write an English text, right? My prerequisite is Java, Tomcat, like that. You cannot type in English. It has its own keywords to use. We call it as Docker keywords. There are different types of keywords. We'll look all the keywords in one session. For now, let me explain about the basic keywords, whatever we require for to create this Docker file. In Docker file, the rule is, in any Docker file, if you are creating a Docker file, the Docker file should have from as the first keyword. From as a first keyword. Okay. So the first line in the Docker file should be from. Right. Now you cannot escape, means you cannot skip this line. Means without from keyword, you cannot have a Docker file. Right. So you always has to keep this from. So what the keyword is from, what you have to mention here is, for example, why we are creating Docker file? To create our own image. To create our own image. Now, our own image depends on some other image. So now let me explain what I'm trying to do in this Docker file. Means using this Docker file, we'll create image, right? So let me tell what I want to achieve. What I want to do is, I want to take Tomcat. I want to take one Tomcat server. Then what I want to do is, I want to download Jenkins.war file. I want to download Jenkins.war file and to place inside the web apps directory of Tomcat and start my Tomcat. Have you understood what I mean to say? We know, right? There are different ways to deploy or install Jenkins. One is operating system wise, like if it is Windows, go and install that MSI file. If it is Linux, through yum install that, or else download the Jenkins.war, java-jar Jenkins.war, start it, or else download the Jenkins war file, place inside, as it is a war file, you can place inside the Tomcat web apps directory and start Tomcat and access Jenkins with the context. Yes or no? You know, right? Did we discuss this or not? Yes or no, guys? Be quick.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So now I'm going to choose a third approach. I want to take Tomcat. Inside the Tomcat, I want to deploy my, I want to download and keep my Jenkins.war file and then start Tomcat. So when I start Tomcat, Jenkins will be there inside the Tomcat as a web application. I can access it. But now, if I want to deploy, I want to download jar file and deploy or place it into web apps directory. If I want to place that, first I need to have Tomcat, right? Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
If I want to have Tomcat, I need Java, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now I want to create an image. I want to create an image where Jenkins war file is deployed into Tomcat. So for my image is depending on something else. That is nothing but the other image. That is nothing but Tomcat. Tomcat is the image name. Tag is :8.0-JRE8. So this is the base image. I want to create my custom image. I want to create my own image, but my image is depending on some other image that is called as base image, right? This one. So now what will happen is, for example, if the execution start from top to bottom, right? So if this command is executed, what will happen is, let me show in a paint. Okay, let me show in a paint. Right. So I want to download, I want to create my own image. My own image. I want to create my image. For example, I am planning to create this image, but my image needs some other image. It is depending on something else. That is this. So that is this, the base image, the whatever I'm giving from, right? That is nothing but the base image, right? So first, whenever I execute this Docker file, right, what will happen? From will get executed. From will get executed. So the Tomcat JRE, first the Tomcat with Java will be downloaded first. So it will be placed. It is placed here. So this is my base image. On top of that, what I want to do is I want to download Java. So I already got Tomcat and Java. So in the Tomcat web apps directory, I want to place my var file, jenkins.var. I want to download here and start it. Right. So the from is nothing but the base image. The from keyword, right? The from keyword contains the base image. As we are going to create a custom image, my custom image is depending on some other image. It needs some prerequisite. It needs some base, right? So that base is nothing but Tomcat and JRE. So it will download that. Okay. From is the keyword where we are going to give the base image. Base image is nothing but the image. It is also an image on which our custom image is depending on. Okay, fine. Next, maintainer. Maintainer is nothing like author we give in Java or any other programming languages. We give author, right? Who is writing this Docker file, right? So like that, if we give a maintainer, who is the maintainer? Means who is creating this Docker file, right? So this is the person. This is the mail ID. So in general, we can give anything here like name, email ID, phone number, anything like you can give. But in general, we'll give name. As a DevOps engineer, I am creating a Docker file. So I'll give my name here and my office email ID here. So if someone in future also comes and tries to modify this file, and if they need some help, or else if they want to do some change, if they want to contact me, hey, can I do this change like that and all, if they want to contact me for any changes, so they can easily look into the Docker file and then they can check like who is the person who has created this Docker file, and they'll check this. So I'm like the owner or else like the author of this Docker file like that, right? You can give your email, name and email ID. Next, it is just like a normal text. There is nothing like it should be a valid email ID. For temporary use, you can give abc@gmail.com also, it will go. Just right in future, if someone wants to contact you, whom they have to contact this person with this email ID. Okay. Next, add. Add is a keyword. See, this is one of the top most important thing to learn for interviews and also for learning purpose. What is that is, what is the difference between add keyword and copy keyword? Add keyword and copy keyword. Now see this. This is my Docker host. Yes or no? So this here I have installed Docker. Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
On this Docker host, means where I have Docker, that is called as Docker host, right? Okay, I have a Docker host. Fine. I'm creating a Docker file. I'm creating a Docker file. Okay, for example, this is my Docker host. This is my Docker host. Okay, let me take it small space. So this is my Docker host where I have installed Docker. I'm creating one Docker file. Okay, I'm creating a Docker file here. For example, let me take this here only. So Docker file. So in this, using this Docker file, right, I want to create a image. Okay, fine. Now what happens? I have given the from keyword. I have given the from keyword. So what it will do is first it will download, it will try to create my custom image, which has the base image, right? The Java Tomcat, whatever it is, the JRE Tomcat, whatever I have, that it will take as a base image. Then on top of this, it will add the maintainer. Who is the maintainer like that? Okay. Next, if you give add or copy, right? If you give copy, for example, I'm giving a copy keyword like this. Copy. Okay, copy. Okay, it got hanged. Okay, copy. If I give, what will happen is on your Docker host, for example, if I'm giving like this copy something opt/jenkins.var space slash, okay, slash var slash lib usr slash sorry usr, I forgot the path, just let me check that. usr local slash tomcat slash web apps slash jenkins.var. So this is my source location. The first one, copy command I'm using, right? Copy command. So copy is a command, keyword, sorry, copy is a keyword where I'm giving a source and destination. The source path is nothing but which is on my Docker host. So already on my Docker host, I have created, or else like I have already downloaded Jenkins var file and kept it, right? So now that I want to copy into this base image, I already have Tomcat base image, right? So from my local instance, it is going to copy inside this Tomcat web app directory. So the base image is there, right? The base image is nothing but Tomcat, right? So from my host, from my Docker host, it is going to copy that var file from this location into this base image. In the base image, in the from keyword, wherever we have given the Tomcat, right? So it has already, when the from got executed, it already downloaded Tomcat. It's already have Tomcat. So in the Tomcat directory, web apps path is this one. So it is going to take Jenkins var file from my Docker host and copy it into the base image Tomcat path. Understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Copy keyword will copy from my host to that base image, right? If you use add instead of copy, if you use add, what is the difference? Base is this add can download also. Instead of giving the source path, if you give the download URL, if you give the, you observe here, instead of source path, what I'm giving, download URL. Jenkins, when we try to download Jenkins var file, we'll get the URL, right? If you give that URL, it will download and place that inside the web apps directory of your Tomcat. Copy keyword will just copy from Docker host to your base image, whereas add keyword can download and copy. Download the var, whatever you have given, right? It can download and place it inside your target directory. Understood, guys? The difference between copy will just copy, whereas add can download and copy. Understood?
Yes.
Sir.
Okay, now this is the port number which you have to expose, right? If you want to run your Tomcat has to be exposed with one of the port number, right? This is the port number I want to expose. Next, this is too much important. CMD. See how many keywords we have used here? How many?
4.
Huh?
5.
Total 5. From maintainer, add, expose, CMD. Except CMD, everything, all the keywords will be executed at the time of image creation. Why we are creating a Docker file? So in the Docker file, we are giving instructions using Docker keywords. With those means with that Docker file, we are going to create an image. We are going to generate an image. All right, fine. So using that image, we'll create a container finally. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Using Docker file, we'll create image, and using that image, we'll create a container. Fine. Except CMD, whatever we have, right? All these keywords will be executed at the time of image creation. Means when you try to create an image, this Tomcat will be downloaded inside the image. For example, this is going to be my final image. So finally, my Jenkins has my Docker has created a final image for me like this, right? So my custom image, my own image. So that has a base image as I have given for the from keyword Tomcat JRE. The base image is there. Inside the Tomcat, it has added the maintainer. It has downloaded that artifact Jenkins var and placed inside the web app directory of Tomcat and exposed it 8080. Exposed it in this image, means whatever the container you create with this image, that will get one port number called as 8080. Okay, we'll discuss about this expose in detail once again. So just think that container is nothing but application, right? So using this Docker file, we'll create an image. Using that image, we'll create a container. So container is nothing but one application. Here, it is like a Tomcat application which has Jenkins.var, right? Now it will need one port number to access. For example, we are setting it as 8080. Fine. Next, CMD, right? This is the command which will be executed at the time of container creation. So far, except this, right? Except CMD, all these keywords will be executed at the time of image creation. Image creation. Image is what? It's a package, it's template, which will have here as per our Docker file. If you generate an image, the image will have Tomcat and Java. It will have one maintainer. It will have WAR file downloaded and placed inside this Tomcat web apps directory. Yes. Now the image has Tomcat and Java, and inside the Tomcat I have a web app, Jenkins WAR file. Inside the Tomcat web apps directory I have Jenkins WAR file. Right. And it also has one port number set. Okay. Fine. Now while creating the image, do I need to start my Tomcat? No. It is just a package. It will have all the prerequisites. When the Tomcat has to be started, the image has Tomcat, Java, everything. When the Tomcat has to be started at the time of container creation. So whatever you have given for CMD, those will be executed at the time of container creation. So remember this Docker file. The rule is the first keyword should be from keyword, right? And the last one should be CMD. So after that CMD, we can have one more command that I'll discuss later. So as per our knowledge, today's knowledge, the first keyword should be from and the last keyword should be CMD. Whatever we have defined other than CMD, whatever we have defined in the Docker file, everything will be executed at the time of image creation, whereas CMD will be executed at the time of container creation. Immediately after creating the container, it will run. Understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let me take this and create a Docker file with this. So I'm going to my Docker host. Okay, it got hanged and just it got disconnected. Okay, let it reconnect. Okay, now you know, right? So you have to create a Docker file, right? So first we need to create a Docker file, the from keyword. And main point I forgot to tell, let me tell that also. For example, if you go to Hello World, Docker Hub, if I go to Hello World has just one hello file to execute. So to execute that file, do we need to have Java or Tomcat or any other software as a prerequisite, the base image? We don't need any base image. So when you are creating your Docker file, right, in the Docker file, as per your requirement, if you don't want any from image, you don't want any base image. So in that case, you can give Scratch. You can give Scratch as the image name. So let me show you this. See here, from, it is just a hello file. To execute this hello file, we need an operating system, but we know, right, we don't want any operating system directly. Why? Because internally Docker will take care. The containerization tool is a Docker, right? It will take help of internally, it will use as the base image, base OS, right? Now I don't want any OS. So I want to give this from as an empty. I don't want empty. I mean, I don't want anything here. I want to give it as empty. So when you don't have any prerequisite, so using this, I want to create my custom image, but for my image, I don't want any base image. So in that case, what you can do is you have to give a Scratch. Scratch is nothing but it is also an image. It is also an image, but an empty image. So you have to remember one thing. So the from is the mandatory keyword you have to give at the first of your Docker file, CMD at the end, as of our today's knowledge. And if you don't want any prerequisite for our project, to deploy our Jenkins WAR file, we need Tomcat and JRA. But if you don't want anything there, you have to give it as a Scratch. Scratch is an empty image. Okay, understood? But you should not remove this from, or else you should not give from and no value. No, it's not allowed. You have to give from and some value here. So if you don't want anything, any prerequisite, you have to give Scratch at least. Understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now let me go on and create a Docker file. Okay. Here I'm going to create one file, VI. So the file name should be here, DOCKER the same name, Docker file. I'm going to place it here. Right, place it here. So now my prerequisite is I want to create one custom image, but that custom image is depending on some other image, that is Java 8 and Tomcat 8. Right. Next, I want to add a maintainer for this Docker file. I added these details. Next, I want to download. So what I want to do is I want to download Jenkins WAR file using this URL. After downloading, I want to place this inside this base image. So from where can I get this path? I'll explain that later. So I want to place by default, as of now, you remember that. So the downloaded Tomcat will have USR local Tomcat web apps directory. Inside that, I want to place this Jenkins where. Okay, place it. Now I want to express this with 8080 port number. Okay, then CMD catalina.sh run. We know, right? That command I'm giving. So my Docker file is ready. So using this, now my Docker file is ready, right? If Docker file, if I create a Docker file, will the image will be created automatically? Yes or no?
No.
No, I want to create the image. See, I have only 2 images which we pulled in previous sessions. Now I want to create my own image. I want to create my own image using this Docker file. How to create is Docker build is a command. See, I have given the steps here. So I have given one example, steps and example to create a Docker image and push it to Docker Hub. I have given one example. You go with that, right? You practice this only, no problem. Okay. So I have created a Docker file. Using this, I want to create an image. How to create image is using Docker build command. Docker build command. So Docker build, you see this, and like this you have to create. So let me explain that. So let me use sudo. Okay, I forgot how to remove that sudo. I'll tell. I said I'll tell, right? Okay, without sudo you want to execute Docker commands. Okay, I'll tell that after this. Okay, sudo Docker build -t image name. For example, my first image colon. We have to give some tag for that, right? 1.0 1.0. See, I'm saying Docker build is a command which will tell Docker build is a command which we use to create the image. Okay, I'm saying I want to build an image. Okay, -t I'll explain later. You ignore for now. Just think these 3 are to create an image. For now, you remember. -t I'll explain later. So I want to build an image. We should not tell like create image. We will tell build the image. I want to build an image. Whatever the image I want to build, the name of the image should be this, my first. And the tag for that image should be 1.0. And what is the required thing to create an image? How we create an image? From what we create the image?
Docker file.
Docker file. So now what you have to tell is, I want to create an image. Right? The image name should be my first image. And the tag for the image should be this 1.0. And using what you will create the image? Docker file. So you have to give the location of your Docker file, where your Docker file is there. We know our Docker file is in the current location only, right? So I have my Docker file in the current location only. So you should not give Docker file name. The default name to create the images, the default file name to create the image is Docker file. So what you have to do is you have to just give Docker build -t image name, my first image colon tag, right? And location of your Docker file. My Docker file is in the current location only, right? You should not give Docker / Docker file. No, by default it will search. As you are giving the location dot in the current directory, it will search for a Docker file. If there is a Docker file, it will create that. If you give a custom path, it will go to that path and check if there is a Docker file. If there is a Docker file, as per the instructions defined in the Docker file, it will create an image. Understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me enter. Now you observe here. Now you observe clearly here what it is doing. Sending build context to Docker daemon. Okay, it's sent. Means it is asking the daemon. You observe here. Total, how many keywords are there? 5. I said right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? 5 keywords. Total, we have 5 keywords. Now you observe here what it is doing. What it is doing first from Tomcat. This is our first keyword in the Docker file. What it is doing, you observe here, it is downloading this. It is pulling that base image, right? It is pulling that base image. Okay, pull completed. Now you may see this, sir, it is only one pull, right? It is only one image. Why it is showing pull complete so many times? Only one image. Why it is showing multiple pulls? Okay, I'll tell this also. For now, you leave it. You observe this. Okay. So now first step is done. It has created the image. It is saying downloaded a newer image for Tomcat. So the base image, whatever we have said, right? It has downloaded. Right? Second step, it is going to add the maintainer. Okay, added. Next, third step. See here, it is downloading something. It is downloading. Right? It is trying to download from this URL. It tried to download, but it is failing. Add failed. Failed to get this 404. What is meant by 404?
Server not found.
Oi.
Authentication, sir.
No.
Authentication.
404 means incorrect URL. That URL is not correct. So that my last batch I have taken, right? So for that it might not be, means that is not there. We have to take the latest URL. So let me go to Jenkins downloads. So we know, right, how to take that URL. So let me quickly show you that. Oh, the meeting is going to end in 2 minutes. Okay, join back. We'll continue after that. So first, let me show you how to do. So now I'll take this var file, right? Generic var. I'll take this. Or else you can directly take from here only. Copy link address. Okay, let me stop this. Okay, let it download. Anyways, it will complete by the time. Okay, okay, you can take copy link address. Okay, you take this. Go to your Docker file. VI Docker file. Change this URL. Okay. Change this URL. Okay, I place this. Save the changes. Done. Right now, if I type sudo docker images, there is already some image here. There is one image already here. What is this? We'll see later. But you observe here, this Tomcat is there. So first, let me remove that. First, let me remove these two. Again, I want to build from scratch. Again, I want to build. Why? Because I want to show you a few things. I'll tell you that also. Sudo docker RMI. So let me remove this image. Okay, I also remove. I want to show you that screen I want. So that's fine. Okay, no such image. Okay, leave that for no problem. Okay, so now if I want to build